guys can ask some questions. First, I'd like to start with Aaron Pope. You already met, our director. Come on up, Aaron. We have a microphone. There's a wireless one right there if you want it. And why not bring him up right now? The star of Liberator, Mr. Lou Ferrigno. Darwin Harris, who played Duke, is in here. Where's Darwin? Are you at? Darwin, come on, man. And Tara Cardinal, who played Gaia. I've never done this before. I have no idea what I'm doing. Tara, why don't you go ahead? Tara Cardinal.
Thank you, guys. It's a huge honor to be a part of a project this amazing, and of course, it's such a wonderful cast. I'm Tara Cardinal. I played the new Gaia. I'm the one that blew up Lou's apartment building. Sorry about that, buddy.
Go ahead, Aaron.
These on? Okay. I'm Aaron Pope. I already spoke before we started the movie, so you know how I feel. This was a labor of love for. Actually, Jim and I have been working on this movie for 3 years, and you know, we just always believed that you can make a fun, enjoyable superhero movie, you know, despite not having really any money at all. And that's what we did. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
All right.
Well, I'm very proud to be associated with this film because, you know, Jim and Aaron wrote the script. What makes this film unique is about the cast. The actors are very enthusiastic. It's not about $20 million budget, $10 million. It's all about the story, the craft, the acting, the filming. And we shot this like, I think in a week's time. But there was so much involved. But what I love about it is about the government agent, about an agent superhero, and it deals with the controversy we deal with life, we go through every day. Because it has a very big parallel to my life, because my life is all about pain, rejection, anger. So that's why it's fun for me to have a chance to play this character, because the fact that this man's lost everything. His wife, his child, the government basically rejected him, so he had nothing left except he had one good friend, and basically he wanted to write a book to blow the whistle. This is about pure guts and glory, so I feel this film has a lot of potential, and I have to be very thankful to Jim and Aaron because they believe in me, they believe in the project, and we're looking forward to go forward full speed ahead.
Right on. Darwin, tell us a little bit about you and your character.
Hi, I'm Darwin Harris. I play Duke. I'm the one who gets Ed's book out there for everyone to read, and that's what he's talking about in this interview. The thing that I really love about the script is the aspect of a redemption. This guy, you know, he's going through everyday type things. He's like a normal guy, you know, going through his relationship with his daughter and being redeemed in this sense. But he's like a normal guy who happens to be in this world of superpowers and superhero type thing and fantasy and all that. So I was totally excited to be a part of it. I grew up, you know, watching Lou. The Hulk and everything, and once I heard that the chance to actually work next to him, I was like, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So it was totally exciting, and there's definitely a lot of potential in this project to go further down the road, and glad you guys came out here to check it out and support it.
I'm going to ask these guys a couple more questions, and we'll open it up for a quick Q&A. Lou, I got to ask you about that fight scene, man. You, of course, you used a stunt double for every single shot in there, right?
And you know, it's funny, when we did the fight scene, we must have, done about 150 takes in one day. They had a limited budget, and we had the stunt crew, I think, for 1 or 2 days? So it's amazing one day how we all condensed all these different scenes. And I told Aaron, I said, listen, keep your momentum, because not for 1 second I want to sit down to take a rest, because I just did not want to break the momentum. It's one shot after another, and she constantly kept the movement going. That's what's important about doing stunt work. And when you do an action film, you have to keep that energy level very high, because sometimes you take a pause, that affects you. So it'd be good going from the beginning to the end. So the enthusiasm was very high for me, and also we had a great stunt team, especially when I picked the guy overhead. how to be believable with the cable. So when I bring him down to my leg, I'm literally crushing him. It doesn't look fake. So walk back. We've done that take maybe, what, about 15, 20 times?
Like that. The poor stunt guy.
Right.
He took a beating.
I said to myself, why don't you crack the dead back, the hell with your cable? Let's just go for real. But then, he will kill me.
Darwin, there is a moment in here, and it actually just dawned on me, I've seen this a million times, but it really just hit me tonight, watching it, where you're watching President Asner's speech to the nation, and you're like, oh, crap. There's that moment where it's totally registering, like, how much this is going to mess with your life. And I just want to know, if you were really that character, what would you do? Would you still go ahead and publish this book, knowing that this crap storm from hell is going to come down on you?
Well, I mean, like, that's the thing about it. I mean, it's kind of like a two-sided thing where it could totally affect my career as a publisher and working for this company, but it could also, I definitely want to help him out. And with experiences that I've had in my personal life and the character's personal life and his mom and everything like that, he totally relates. So, yeah, that would have been a tough thing, but I'd have to say personally that I would, help him out. Yeah, I'd be there for him, yeah.
Right on, man. Be the hero. Excellent. Tara, you got to work with Michael Dorn, Mr. Worf from Star Trek, in case you didn't recognize him. That was Michael Dorn. What was that? And Don the Dragon Wilson on the other side. And it's pretty awesome. For martial arts fans, like getting Don, Lou is a personal hero of mine, but, so is Don. If you're into martial arts. So what was it like working with those guys? Was it totally intimidating, or was it all cool?
Well, it would have been intimidating if we hadn't had those 8 hours of my early call time to spend getting to know each other. Is Michael here? Our second AD is an absolute doll, but he seemed to think that I needed to be there at the crack crew. But I actually liked it. Don and I would spend hours talking about philosophy and solving the world's problems. And Michael, of course, is kind of a shy, quiet guy. He keeps to himself a little bit. So it took us a while to get him to open up and become Lieutenant Worf. No, we didn't do that.
I have some great behind-the-scenes shots of you guys joking around and him telling stories and just, his big, huge smile on his face. Like he felt totally relaxed.
Yeah.
That must have been like hour 6 or 7, right?
I think at that point, yes.
Aaron, what I want to know as the producer of this film, what comes next?
What comes next? Actually, we're going to do a spin-off with, there's a character, it's a small part of this role. He's actually my favorite actor in the whole movie, no offense to him at this table, but he's played by Casey Pope. My son over here is 5, the kid in the grocery store.
And Amy Pope right next to him was disgruntled lady.
What happens next is we try to sort of make this into something bigger in whatever form we can do so. The whole idea here was to do sort of proof of concept for this character and this story world, so that we can either expand it into a feature or sell it as a series or perhaps launch a comic out of it. At this stage, it's actually wide open. At this stage, you guys are one of the very, very first audiences ever to see this. So now that it's out there in some form, we have to see, how we can get it to the next larger step.
There you go. And before I open it up for questions, I just want to say, if you guys enjoyed the film, please tweet about it, Facebook about it, sign up for our mailing list over here. We're not going to spam anybody. We'll just let you know if there's another screening or if there's anything happening with the Liberator and the further adventures of the Liberator. We would really appreciate it. And our website is liberatormovie.com. The Facebook site is facebook.com/liberatormovie. Don't go to liberator.com. You don't want to know what's there. So, would anybody like to ask any questions to our incredible panel? First man with the hand up in the air. Go for it, man.